Hi, I'm Corden and I'm kind of good at things. So I decided to start a knitting podcast because I'm kind of good at knitting, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I am a music therapist. I live in Canada. I have a podcast with my best friend Nicole called the Superwomen in Science podcast, and I'm going to get a button to show you. I have a podcast with my best friend called Superwomen in Science. You should check it out. And if you're here from Superwomen in Science, thanks. This is completely different, and you only have to listen to me. You only get to listen to me. Listening to Nicole is wonderful. It's really weird because normally I talk to Nicole, and right now I'm talking to myself, but whatever. This one's going to be way more chill. I'm just going to talk about knitting, mostly. I don't know. Anything else that I do? And crocheting. Knitting and crocheting. And cats, dogs, and alcohol. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to talk about knitting. I'm sorry, you can hear my cat eating. I'm going to talk about knitting. I'm going to talk about crocheting, all the crafts that I do while I drink a nice fancy drink. And that will be once a month, kind of, every other month. But in the in-between months, I'm going to have a fun guest. And we're going to drink and just talk about random stuff that isn't necessarily about knitting. So yeah, I guess if you're here listening, thanks Mom and Nicole. Yeah. I guess let's do it. Okay. So I'm not gonna really do any cool fancy stuff, maybe. I don't know if I can. I'm not on my Mac like normal. So we'll see what we get. Okay. Oh my goodness, big sneeze. Oh, you're gonna cough up a hairball. That's great. Just let it out. Well, maybe. Let's start with finished objects, which is kind of just randomly stuff that I've finished in the last I don't know, months, 2 months maybe. I have no Christmas knitting. Not that I did any of that on time. I finished my last Christmas knit in February, but yeah. So first I've got this cool thing for the Superwoman in Science podcast that I'm going to not tell you what it is. I'll show you some cool stuff after it's done. It's a surprise because it's probably not going to be sent out before this is uploaded, which is really bad. But my mom's getting one, so I'll just show you hers. Gosh, I'm drinking wine. I should have said that up front. I am drinking this wine that I bought at the grocery store. Cabernet Merlot, Peller Estates from Niagara. It was $12. Sorry, Eddie. Now I have to get off so I don't look at my face. But yeah, I really like that. I made 10 and I did all different stitches, so I got to learn and practice some other stuff, so that's really cool. Get that out of the way. Cover it in cat hair. Another thing that I finished a year ago, ooh, I'm really bad, is this conversationalist hat. So this is the conversationalist, This is the conversationalist hat, which is a hat by Plucky Knitter Design, which is the first pattern hat that I knit. And it's a really nice, easy knit. And I messed up on this one, but basically, yeah, turn my head down a little bit here. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I made it for my mom for her birthday last year, and I convinced myself that when I made it the first time I made the bigger size, but I didn't. I made the smaller size, and it's because I was too lazy to go get the needle. So I have to sew something in it to make it fit her because she has a tiny head, and I just haven't done that for a year. What are you doing? Are you playing with my laundry? So yeah, that's a knit out of just a whole bunch of auction yarn that I got a long time ago. Yeah. Something else that I'm super excited to show you is I knit. It's called, let me find it. Oh, where is it? It's called the Sipuli Hatu, or the Onion Hat, and it's by Tina Hutaniemi. So it's just a bunch of onions on a hat. So it's knit in the round. And I knit this. Oh, I have to get used to my webcam. I knit this as a knit along with the like my favorite murder knitting subgroup, which is like make me sound really, really cool. I still have to wash it because it's got cat hair and put a pom-pom on it. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I wish you could see, there you go, see the onion design a little bit better. Yeah. If it like really pops more, I might have picked a bad color. I wanted to do a red, like a purple onion. But if it like looks better after I wash it, maybe I'll bring it back, but probably not. What else have I finished recently? I did this cool scarf. It's like more of a cowl-y scarf. So it's like a really bright red. And I made this because I am in a queer choir. And their outfits for concert, their concert dresses, black concert dress, and red accents. So I made this, and now I don't remember the pattern. Okay. Okay, I found it. It is called the Artfully Simple Infinity Scarf, and it's by Tamara Kelly. So, yeah, that was cool. I made that a long time ago, like December, November. Oh, whoa. Is there an animal on our porch? What are you doing? Sophie's hunting. I think I only have one more finished object in here. In my huge box of stuff. Yeah, okay. So this is like 2, but also 1. So I made the, I wrote everything down. The diamond crochet cowl, which is also by Tamara Kelly, which is really funny. And the color difference change was inspired by Ravelry user Fairlick. I was just looking through the projects and I thought that one was really nice. So yeah, I also made this one in the opposite color. This one's a little bit smaller. This one's more like a collar almost. So basically, they're for my mom for her birthday, but she is going to pick one and I'll take the other one. So we can have matching ones, which is kind of cute. Yeah, so we'll see. It's going to come out after her birthday, so she'll already have it, which is cool. Yeah, so I think that's all of my finished objects. Yeah. Okay, I have to stop. I have to go get my laundry. Also, I forgot to say that my onion hat, I knit it with Lion Brand Heartland yarn in the Hot Springs colorway. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. In the Hot Springs colorway. It's acrylic, but I mean, what are you going to do? I'm a starving student. And I might not be able to edit that back in. If I can, you won't even know. But if I can't, you know now. So now on to my works in progress. So the stuff that I'm working on, my whips. I got a lot of crap in my knitting basket. So first thing I'm working on is a whole bunch of different dishcloths. So my mom was like, oh, can you make me some dishcloths? And I had a lot of like random cotton yarn, again, mostly from auction yarn, just like yarn that I got for sale that was already like wound and didn't have any tags in it. Yeah, or like old yarn from other projects. Oh, I just pulled a stitch off. That's not nice. So I'm working it in the stitch called, I don't know if you can focus on that. Maybe if I have it in a different color. I've been just knitting up a whole bunch of them in like little odds and ends. So I've got like this like weird black one with a little bit of red. I've got a red one with a little bit of black. I also got some ugly orange. Maybe you can see it better in the ugly orange. Yeah. So this is the where is it? Chinese Waves dishcloth pattern by Maggie's Rags. Yeah, so I'm just like knitting up a whole bunch of them. They're pretty cool. The pattern's pretty simple if I'm focusing. Sometimes I'm not focusing. And sometimes the cat likes to eat the yarn. So that happens too, but yeah. I got a whole bunch of those ones in there. Also working on with this huge bag of like odds and ends that I bought at Value Village, I don't know, a long time ago. Sorry, the crinkling is probably driving people crazy. It's a good ASMR video to making little donuts that I'm going to donate to the Humane Society, so for dogs and cats. Some of them will have catnip. Some of them will be stuffed. Some of them won't. I was making stuffed ones for my parents' dogs, and then one of the dogs ate the stuff that was in the middle. So yeah, I've just got like a whole bunch of random little things that are like mini. They're not really mini skeins. They're leftover crap from somebody else, but dogs will like them. What else? Oh, I should have put this in finished objects, and again, probably not gonna be able to edit it back in. But I made a whole bunch of little pineapples. Oh, the color was really good for a second. Sorry, it's all washed out. There. So it is the pineapple pattern by Croby Patterns. So I made them for Valentine's Day, and then I never sent them out. So sorry everyone, you're getting really crappy birthday presents this year. Little pineapples. I think I've only got 2 more things, so you know, not a big deal. I'm done my glass of wine though, so ooh, have another one. Oh crap, I haven't knit this one in a while, so it's been at the bottom of my knitting bag. Yeah, so this is the Woven Lines pattern by Amy Sulzer. It's a free pattern. All of these have been free patterns because I'm a starving student. Not for much longer. So it's done in the, what one is the right side? Done in the linen stitch. Oh, you can't see very well. There you go. Done in the linen stitch. The wrong side also looks pretty cool. Really loopy. But yeah, it's like a pretty great pattern. I accidentally doubled the first section. It's only supposed to be 6 rows, but I thought it was 6 repeats because it's a 2 repeat pattern. But I'll just do it on the other side and it won't be a big deal. Again, I'm using yarn. I just had my stash from auction yarn. Yeah. Go back in the basket. So, my last whip, which I'm most excited about, and I feel like the people I've been talking to are the most excited about, is my first pair of socks. I chickened out, and I'm just knitting tube socks because I wanted to like work on getting it on the DP ends without worrying about a heel or a toe. Well, I guess I have to do a toe. That was stupid. Without a heel. Yeah. So this is, let me get the pattern. Spiral Tube Socks number 151, which is like a patents-free pattern. I'm not using patent sock yarn though. Yeah, so it's just ribbing. But yeah, so this is ribbing and then the twisted ribbing. I think I've still got like 8 more inches before I start the toe. And I am using this beautiful Hedgehog Fibers sock yarn in the pistachio colorway. So it's a 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. So it's gonna be nice and soft on my feet. Yeah, I don't think I bought enough though. I was like, we'll see. I went by grams instead of meters, which is really dumb, and I don't know why I did it, but I was just so caught up in being in my local yarn store. So I might have to like make the toes in a different color, but I've got stash yarn, auction yarn, so it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm excited to wear them. This is just the first one. I haven't finished the other one yet. And then when I finish, my dad gets a pair. So yeah, I've decided in my life, everyone gets 1 free pair of socks. It might change when I'm making money, like enough to buy Hedgehog Fiber sock yarn, which is expensive. But everyone will get 1 free pair, and then also for every pair I give away, I knit the pattern for myself. So yeah, I think that's it. I haven't really bought anything lately because I have so much stash yarn to work through that I feel bad when I buy stuff. But I did buy stuff for like the hat yarn and or the onion hat, and I have another hat that I want. So if I can't find a contrast yarn, like it's color work hat. If I can't find a contrast yarn in my stash, I will buy it. But by the time this next episode comes out, it'll be 2 months from now, so it'll probably be done. Or I won't have started. It'll be one or the other. But I did go to Value Village yesterday, and very disappointed. There were 3 knitting / crocheting books, 4. And 2 of them were like learn how to knit, which I already know how to do, learn how to crochet. And the other one was super 90s kids sweaters, which I would have loved, but they have a deal on 2 buy 4 get 1 free. So I put that one back so my partner could get 2 books. Just kidding. He loves books, so it's fine. But I did get this. Quick Knits. And see if I can read backwards in the video. I can't. It's by Debbie Bliss and Mary Norden. It's super 90s. Actually, I don't know when it came out. What's the publication date on this thing? 1986. So, rocking all the styles. And if you don't think I'm going to make and wear every single sweater that's in this book, you are incorrect. They are killer. There's some really cool stuff. There is an inscription. Is that what it's called when it's at the front of a book? There's a thing written in the front of the book. Happy knitting, Deb. Janet. Christmas 1990. So they were already 4 years too late. This book literally came out before I was born. But I freaking love it. I'm going to show you some of my favorites. There is... Sorry, now that I'm... it's like a lot of cables. Some really cool colors, but I probably won't do all the colors. So there's this like nautical sweater dress, which is cool. Some really like funny yarns that I would never do. This is called the Lemon Drop, which I'm 100% going to make not in yellow. But it's like a crop sweater. How sweet is that? I'm sorry, I just said sweet. I don't think I've said that since high school. This one. Again, I probably won't make it in green, but I don't even know if you can tell that that's green. But yeah, I'm literally going to make every sweater in this book, and I've never made a sweater. So this is like a big step for me to buy stuff to make sweaters with. But yeah, that's super cool. I'm going to pour myself some more wine before I do the last weird thing. So I've been knitting for a really long time, like on and off. I think I learned like 6 years ago, which like feels really weird to say. So I learned in first year university. I'm really dating myself now. I think I already did that with the book. So I started knitting in first year university, but I was like really bad and would only knit scarves. And then I would stop and then I'd start again. But I really like picked it up again last year. Like not this past Christmas, so 2016 when I was like in Montreal, and I did a really big knitmas. Like I knit everybody something for Christmas or crocheted, but I called it knitmas because it sounds better. And since then I've kind of been like just going and going and going, and I really like it. I love knitting. It's like a really good way to be creative, and I'm going to embrace like my fiber arts to do more like artistic things instead of being sad that I'm not artistic at other things. But anyway, so I have things that I knit 2015, maybe, yeah, like a long time ago, that I never like delivered to people. So I thought we could open some of the bags or the wrapping paper and see what was in it. And I don't really remember what were in them. I took the tags off. So yeah, we can see how crap I was at knitting 4 years ago. So we got this one in some, Oh, now I think I know what it is. It's got purple poking through. It's a snowman thing. Also, I'm really bad at wrapping. So here's your ASMR for the day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I found these cards. Oh, now I have to like tag the cards. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to put in the show notes because I'm not going to look it up right now. These like really cute little things you can put on. So it's handmade knit goodness. And I always put plus dog hair because this is when I was living with my parents and our dogs shed so much. Now it'll be cat hair. But I knit my group of friends these little headbands. So they're like head wraps. Oh gosh, there's a reason I didn't make one for myself. That looks really great, Cord. But yeah, so I made our whole friend group this, and then someone didn't come to the Christmas dinner, so I didn't give it to them, and then I kept it forever. This is like 4 years later, so I think it's fine. Yeah, so this is gonna go back in the gift drawer to give away, but I actually wasn't that bad at knitting. It was literally just I garter stitched like a really short like row, and then you sew it together, and then you use the ends to like wrap around it. Yeah, but my friends who have them say that they wore them all the time, so that made me happy. Maybe that was last year. That might have been last year. So I guess I haven't like improved drastically since last year, but whatever. And then the last one, this one. Again, all of this stuff is on like stash yarn that I got at the auction that never came with taggies. So taggies, like that's the thing, is I was like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna do it because I like talking about knitting and nobody wants to hear about my knitting anymore. And then Nicole told me it was a good idea, and then I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna drink wine or other things while I do it because I never really drink anymore, but I really like to like try new stuff. And this is what happens. I see stuff like taggies. So also it's like a really good thing I haven't sworn yet, but I'm definitely going to in the future. And I don't think I know how to bleep it out. So like, just so you know, I'll put at the beginning, like when I share it on stuff, if it's like kid friendly or not. But like also kids don't want to hear me talk. I'm a part-time nanny. They don't listen to me. So like clearly nobody wants to listen. Hello, 3 people out there who are my mom and Nicole and like some other person. I'm opening it now. I'm going to stop talking. ASMR part 2. Oh, I should have. It's like, there's like little presents. Where's the cup? Oh yeah. So this was a scarf I knit for my cousin. Sorry, my uncle's baby. My cousin, but he's like much younger than me. Because he's a baby, which is why this is so small, but this would be a cute neck wrap. Essentially, it was like based off of a fox pattern that I'm not gonna find because it was like 2 years ago. But it has like a loop on the one end, and then you put this through the other end. So I used some really bad yarn. Like it broke all the time, and it's like purposely not evenly spun. So some parts are like really, really thin, and then some parts have like really big fluffs. So I'm not really sure, but it makes like a kind of a cute wrap yourself. Like if you wanted to wear this yourself, I guess. But like, meh, whatever. Tilt that a little bit more. Yeah, pretty cute. I'm going to cut it before you see my triple chin when I take this off. Oh, that took off easy, but I was talking about my chin. So yeah, let's see if you can see some of the like, yeah, like the color changes. So like it's actually just like way thicker yarn there. I don't really know. And it smelled bad. I washed it in like baby shampoo and threw it in the dryer with a like, it smells okay. I might like, before I give it away, I might like rewash it and re-dryer it. I think maybe you could like throw it in the washer, but I don't want to risk it. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's everything. Sorry that you had to listen to me for so long. Also, I really messed up my intro, and I'm kind of okay at stuff. I'm not kind of good at stuff, which you can clearly tell after watching me do this. But yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to have something come out on the last day of every month. So obviously today's March 30th, 31st. Obviously today's March 31st. So something will come out April 30th. But that'll be a Stitch and Sip episode with a friend. So I'm really excited for that. So we're going to drink and we're going to knit and we'll talk about something that isn't me showing you my knitting, basically. Yeah. So thanks for watching. You can find me, oh God, plugs. I hate doing plugs. You can find me on Twitter. I don't even know what I am on Twitter. I think I'm Corden Purcell. I guess I have to look that up. So you can find me on Twitter at Corden Purcell. Have fun spelling that. I'll link it down below. And on Ravelry as Cordycoo2184, which is a really funny origin story that it's not that funny. Like, it's not funny at all. But maybe I'll tell it to you one day. But yeah, thanks so much to the 3 of you that are listening. And I hope you're doing okay. Cheers. When am I going to cut that?